Alright, so I have just scheduled the next YouTube video to be published for my Work With Me channel. And already, with only one published and 3 scheduled, I'm getting a little overwhelmed at the content. So, instead of waiting for things to pile up and it just getting to be too much to handle, we're going to go ahead and build a content tracker. Now, of course, I can just download a template from somewhere, but I have very specific desires for this. And also, I'm going to create it like a template so that I can share it with my clients and with people that I coach. So, what we're going to do is create a new spreadsheet inside of my DNA content folder. So, new Google Sheets, blank spreadsheets, create and share. I'm going to call this content tracker. Now, full disclosure, I am not a huge spreadsheet fan. I'm not very good at it. So, forgive me if I go back and forth to ChatGPT quite a bit for help with this. What is this? Project tasks. That's kind of what I want. But I just want to build it from scratch. I just don't typically use any of these templates. So I'm just going to switch over to ChatGPT. So I'm just going to type in what I'm looking for. Let me just close this out so that I can get to my ChatGPT. Help me create a content tracker for my content. Oops. I want this to be used as a template. Now, what do I want on this template? Well, I need to know the there's really 2 ways to do this. Do I want to start with like the why I'm creating this video, or do I want to start with the actual video publishing schedule? I think that I want to start with the actual video title or content title. Let me just also say this will have multiple tabs or multiple formats, video, blog, etc. Basically, be tracking the same thing. Let's start with video. The content title, probably date first. Date, content title, publish status. I want drop downs for this, so idea, draft, outline, draft, recorded, or written, optimized, edited, then optimized, optimized, published. So this would be published date. Content title, publish status, probably the description as well. After description, then I would want CTA, and then be like call, download free gift, etc. What else? Then I would want the reason for this content. Please list reasons, search terms or problems solved. What else? Then some basic metrics. Oh, let's see, promo day to several columns for this. For Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, etc. To newsletter. What else? Okay, what do I want to know? I want to know, when did I publish it? What's it called? What's the description? What's the CTA? Why did I even make this content? What problem am I solving? Or are you solving? Do I want to promote this? And then also revisit for outdated on dates. So if it's outdated information, it needs to be like revised or deleted or whatever. And then recycle content. Can you think of anything else? For reusable templates, I separate fields in planning, production, publishing, promotion, most content tracker. Oh, I need to add the content silo. Would be editable for each person for each business or user. I don't say topic cluster. The target audience is saying content pillar. It's also the content silo. Same theory, same whatever, but just different terms. Content silo. The target audience be the same. Ditch the topic cluster. I don't think we need to get into funnel stage. I feel like that's too granular. Ditch the funnel stage. Okay. In the publishing section, we don't need the chapters or transcripts. Literally nobody does that. Internal links would be part of a blog SOP, not a content tracker. Promotion or promo. We only need major social platforms, newsletter, video, blog, no blogs or videos. This tries to get so granular. That's the thing about GPT is it will overcomplicate anything. We don't need performance. I'm going to tell it, this is a content tracker. You are creating a full-time job here. Jeez Louise. This is too much. Too much. This is where a lot of my clients really get frustrated with AI. Like, AI can save you so much time, but it will also send you down rabbit holes. So you have to rein it back in. Publish date. I don't need all these notes. This is bullshit. Oh, excuse my French. Okay, status I like. Description, CTA, reusable content. Like, nobody uses threads that I know. I'm sure that some of my friends use Blue Sky, but it's not like a thing. So it'd be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, TikTok, probably. Maintenance, review date, needs update, recycle, repurpose. Priority, owner, no. Well, maybe. Content status. I don't need owner. That's, okay, I like all that. Asset ID. Why do I need an asset ID? I can't spell today. Unnecessary work. Then why did you say, okay, let's start with the list. I'm opening sheets. Let's build this thing. Column. Let's start with the first column. Okay, so what I've done, well, I'll pause recording real quick just to be able to take a look at this and really think about it. So I changed some of the order of this, which, interesting enough, it told me that I probably should later down. But here's what I've done. Title, wait, let's back up. Status, priority, publish date, live URL, title, description, search terms, content pillar, reason for contact, CTA, then promote. So I need to change some of this. So I want to change just because to make it easier at a glance. I want to maybe change, like I totally took this out, well, except the URL. So let's do, I don't want all of them, I want, okay, I need to do these, and I want to make that, let's do this like a blue, and then this would be green. So this is like pre and post production. That is not enough of a difference in color, just so it's easy to kind of see. And then also, let's make this text bold, bigger, centered. Alright, so status, we need to create a drop down. Status, we need a drop down. So what would the statuses be? Let's work on drop downs. What should the status drop down options be? Now look, I know good and well I could sit here and figure that out, but honestly, it's easier just to ask ChatGPT. So let me just scoot this over so I can see this while I'm creating the drop down. So let's do, we're going to create a drop down. So right click, nope. I am not the best at spreadsheets. So Gotta remember where this at. Format. Don't want, let's see, data, insert, drop down. There it lives. Alright, so we're gonna to A100. So that's gonna create it for all of them. Criteria drop down. Option 1 is idea. I'm gonna make this yellow. Or just gray, it's fine. Option 2 is research. We'll make this one yellow. Or we're just going to order, add another item. And then we have draft, create. So that we either write or record. I did not spell that correctly. And then we have edit. You keep moving on the colors because it's easy to see at a glance once you get used to these colors. Optimize, scheduled. I don't like that black. Published. Let's change this to a different orange color. Alright, and it's saying some of these other options are updating and archived. I might do archive. I don't think we need updating. Like, that's a whole different thing. And we can always, you know, make this more complicated than it needs to be. The goal is to make things easier for us and not harder. Do we want to add multiple selections? I don't think so. Now, why didn't it do it? This is where I struggle. Now, let's do it again. To A100. Oh. A2. I tell y'all, I'm not very good at this. Alright, so criteria drop down. Let's do this again. Idea. That's going to be just gray. Option 2. Research. Outline. Draft. Create. That is create. Edit. Now, some of these can be done like all in one sitting. It just depends on how your workflow looks. A lot of times I will do the draft and then outline and edit all at once, just in one sitting, because I get in the zone. I don't want to stop. But this would be good for people who are working just a little at a time. Published. So I'm going to make this green. And then we're going to do archived. So that's if something just isn't right or we've changed our mind. Let's make this a lighter green. Let's do, and then I'm going to click customize. Because I want it just to be almost green. No, it's not. Not quite. Almost, there we go. That should work. Done. Alright, that's done. So we did status. Next is going to be priority. So priority is going to be, so we're going to insert, format, right? Format, insert, drop down. Priority, so we need to go ahead and select all of these. Format. I'm going to get good at this by the time I'm done. Then I'll forget again by the next time I need it. Priority is going to be low, medium. So low would be, let's just say pink. Medium would be like yellow. High would be, let's do it, green. And then urgent would be red. Publish date would just be a date. Live URL would be the URL. Title would be the title. So probably want to go ahead and make that wider. Description, we definitely want to make this wider. Now, how can I'm not very good at sheets. So I'm going to ask, how can I make it to where when there's a long paragraph, it truncates. Is that how you say that? Is that how you spell that? I'm not going to, it knows what I mean. I don't text for a text wrap to take up half the screen. So this is saying that the option 1, it gave me a bunch of stuff and then it said actually you should do it this way, but I like option 1, which is to create a clip. So we're going to do that. So it said select columns, format, wrapping, clip. Alright? Format, wrapping, clip. Do the same thing here. Format, wrapping, clip. Search terms, we probably wanted to do the same thing. Format, wrapping, clip. Content pillar. Now this is going to have to be so that each person who uses this customizes, because everybody's content pillar is different. So I think what I want to do is just create a placeholder. So let's do format, insert, drop down. Alright, so here's what I've done. I've created 5 pillars for placeholders. Now, obviously, this is going to be different for every business. So, a dietitian might have a whole different set of content pillars than an esthetician. For example, I'm going to have different content pillars even from my direct competitors. So, we're going to leave this as a placeholder. I'm going to edit this for my usage. Then I'm going to put in my own content pillars. So, we're just going to leave this as a template, basically. Reason for content. What are your suggestions for the dropdowns? Let's see. That is too much. Too much. I like this a little bit more. Happy medium. Come on now. Alright, so this is more like it. Entertain or, okay. Alright, let's do this. I'm just going to scooch this over so that I can see it. And we're going to create our drop down. So that's format. Nope. Insert. Drop down. This one will allow like multiple selections. Okay, so this is the reason. Now sometimes there could be multiple reasons. My fear is that I might tend to say, well, it's for all of them. And the truth is that effective content really only has like 1 or 2 reasons. Like, why am I creating this? So I have to decide, do I want multiple selections or not? Let's see. Also, I need to make this to where it goes. This needs to be I. Let me edit this to I 100. Did I do that right? I did! Woo! Alright. So, do I want to allow? Oh, you can't even see that. That's no good. So let me edit the last one. 100. And this needs to be lighter so it's easier to read. I think that's good. Let's check out these. Are these? Oh, these are all placeholders. And let's check these out. Easy to read. Easy to read. So weird how it only that one. Okay, so we got that. I think that I'm just going to allow multiple until it's a problem. So CTA, that's going to be different for everybody. So we're going to do format, wrapping, clip, and then this is the promo section. So this just needs to say yes, no. Or maybe a date. Do I want yes, no, or a date? Let me think on that. Well, while I was thinking on that, I realized I think I want to have a new section, or a new column rather, or just notes. And let's make this pretty wide. And this needs to be the blue and not the green. And this is just going to be production notes, not promo notes. And then we're going to select all, format, wrapping, clip. And then we're going to do another one here for promo notes. Make this wider. And format, wrapping, clip. So I think that might do it. Like, honestly, I need to, let's go ahead and, let me go back through this and see, is there something I'm missing? I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe not. I might want to add, like, did I make shorts or whatever, but I don't want to get in the weeds with this. It's easy enough to add that. Now, there's ways to import existing content. But we're not going to do that. That's a whole other thing. What I think I want to do is duplicate this to work for videos and blogs. So we're going to rename this to video content tracker. And I like to edit, let's see, change color. We're going to make this, let's make this a nice, pretty, dark blue. Well, that's not as nice and pretty as I thought it was going to be. Oh, it's just that little line at the bottom. And then we're going to duplicate this. And this is going to be rename blog. And then we're going to duplicate it again. Duplicate. And this is going to be rename content tracker template. So what I'm going to do with this one is just make it to where it's like protected. Hide sheet. use the view. Oh, I guess show hidden sheets. I need to protect it first. Protect sheet. Let's just hide it. If it's hidden, I won't use it. Alright, so video, blog. So I want something to easily be able to differentiate between one and the other when I'm looking at them. So for blog, I'm going to change this blue color to something else. Let me just minimize this a little bit. Maybe to yellow instead of blue. That way it's just easier to see at a glance what I'm looking at. Okay. Today, format. I think I already did that. I think that's good to go. I think we're good. So I'm going to make a copy of this and then fill it out with my content and see, does it work? So, I'm going to go ahead and start putting some of these in. Go to my channel content, and this is where we are right now. I literally have just started this. So, we're starting at the beginning. Here's what we have scheduled. So, let's go to this one first and copy link address. Let's just open a new tab. Alright, there we go. And then the URL is, oh, that's not what I needed, is it? Just close these tabs. I am a tab. Leave it open. Fame. Published date. This was published on yesterday. I've literally created all these videos since yesterday. Y'all, I'm just trying to get ahead of this so that I don't fall behind. So it would be July 27th. Do I need a recording date? I don't think so. 7/7/26. No, I want it to be 7/7/26. That should allow me. There we go. Yes. Description. Now this is, I guess we really don't need this unless it's like you're sending this off to a team, right? So I don't think I need the description on here. I can personally hide this one. So let me just hide this column for myself. So what would somebody be searching for if they were to find this video? And again, this is like, this is created because I want to just kind of get myself out of a rut, to be honest. And I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, just never done it. So there's really not a strategy just yet. There is, I'm trying to be consistent first, strategic second. So search terms would just be like build a YouTube. That's what it's about. Content pillar. This pillar would be behind the scenes, reason for content, build trust, CTA, none. Production notes, nothing. And I'm not actually even going to promote any of this on Facebook. I'm trying to get into a rhythm. So the next one is going to be scheduled. I'm just going to go ahead and do these real quick while I pause. Okay, so I filled this out with all the content that I already have scheduled. I'm not promoting, personally, not promoting any of this stuff. I need to do the same for my blog because I actually have been promoting my blog. But just for right now. So up next, right, this is all what's published and scheduled. As of today, which is July the 28th. So as you see, I am batch working this week to try to get like 6 weeks worth of content so that I don't lose the mojo and just not want to do it anymore. So what we're going to do now is we are at the create phase of this video, which is a high priority. So probably publish this on, I think we need to make all of this a calendar. So let's do format. There's a way to make it a calendar, not calendar events. Oh well. This is going to be on 8. Let's just say something, just because I don't have a calendar right in front of me. Whatever the week is, after the 11th, it'll be the 18th. And this is going to be like build my content tracker or something like that. So, again, this content pillar would probably be systems and automation. I kind of want to make this multiple choice, but that's not the way a really good content pillar works, now is it? And then for this, let's look at some of these other ones. Like this, I just chose build trust because that's literally the only reason I did the first one. Like, let's just get started. and then publishing and optimizing a blog post. So I did build trust, educate. I need to do SEO as well. So this one would be to educate. That'll be it, honestly. So that's what I have coming up, which is this video right here. Which there's a few more that I'm going to be creating, which is just going down my to-do list, actually. So I'm just trying to work this out. Do I need any other columns? Because so far, everything looks like it's working pretty well. Like, none of this has to be filled out. I did hide. Would I hide this? Would I hide? Description. Yeah, I don't really need that. Well, I might. Or just maybe notes. Let's re-hide this, because I don't need that. Hide column. And so for this, it's going to be I'm not going to say research, but I kind of want to, I don't want to create more work to do the work, right? I want to keep this simple. But I do want to remember that the next things that I need to do are create or write my service pages, design my service pages, and then integrate all that into my website and SEO optimize it. So maybe that just needs to go on my project management and not on this content tracker. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm happy with this. This is something I can easily pass off to my team to update or to make changes to. This is really good. I think this is a win. So hope that you've enjoyed me working my way through building this thing and that it's helpful for you also.